Alicia was late coming back from work. It was already dark outside. Trying to take a shortcut home, she decided to go through the park. The wind was blowing hard and cold. The girl wrapped herself in her coat, raising the collar, as suddenly she felt someone's gaze on her. When she turned around, she froze. A huge, menacing-looking dog stood right in front of her. Alicia was startled, trembling. Childhood injuries from the bites of the neighbor's dog did not give her rest. As an adult, she was still afraid of them. Now, in the dark, when there were no people around, the fear seemed to paralyze her. Her legs wouldn't listen to Alicia, and how could she run away from such a big dog? Go away, please. Please, because I haven't done anything to you. Don't touch me, Alicia whispered, covering her face with her hands. Her legs would not hold her. She fell down and cried quietly. But suddenly something warm touched her cheek. Opening her eyes, she saw that the dog was licking her affectionately. Then he stepped back, picked up the glove that had fallen from the ground, and handed it to Alicia. The girl was amazed. Instead of the expected aggression, the dog showed surprising kindness and care. Overcoming her fear, Alice gently ran her hand over his massive head. The animal's eyes looked at her with genuine sadness and anxiety. Then again taking her by the edge of her coat, it was as if the dog was asking her to come with him. Where did you come from? Where is your master? Go to your master. He must have lost you. Although, how can you lose such a huge dog? The girl grumbled. The dog was acting friendly, not even barking. Alicia got a little bolder and tried to get up. With difficulty, she managed it. She headed toward the house, but the dog blocked her path and barked and pulled her coat in the other direction. Alicia stopped and with excitement in her voice said, "What on earth do you want from me? I'm afraid of you. Do you want to play? Run to your master. He will play with you. Leave me alone. I have to go home." The dog grabbed her coat again and pulled her in the other direction. "Let me go!" Alicia screamed. At that moment, an elderly man with a small dog appeared from behind the trees. Alicia called out to him. The old man immediately came to her. "Did something happen to you? Or your dog? What can I do for you?" The old man asked. "It's not my dog. He runs up to me, won't let me pass. He's grabbing my coat and pulling me. He probably wants to play. I'm very afraid of dogs. Help me leave," the girl answered. An elderly man asked Alicia to hold his dog, and he went up to the big dog and stroked his head. Good girl, good girl. It's a Rottweiler, but you have been brought up very well by your master. You're not dangerous and very kind. What are you doing here? And where's your master? You must be freezing. You're shivering," said Grandpa. The dog grabbed him by the pants and pulled him in the same direction he pulled Alicia. "Come on, girl. The dog is calling us with him." "That's what I'm telling you as a dog handler. I worked with dogs for many years, taught them different commands." The old man splashed his hands. "You're a trainer." Alice was surprised. "Yes. Now I am retired, but I know dogs well. This dog is definitely trying to show us something. Maybe someone is lost or needs help. Let's follow him and find out." "I have a flashlight with me," said the old man. Alicia nodded hesitantly and followed the old man and the dog. The dog led them confidently along the path, which soon turned into an unlit part of the park. The old man turned on his flashlight. The Rottweiler walked slowly, looking back as if he was afraid they would turn back. Alicia and the old man followed him down the path. "I hope we're not going in vain," Alice said quietly, feeling her fear gradually changing to curiosity. "Don't worry," the old man reassured her. "Animals are rarely wrong. If he is so persistent, it means something important." The dog stopped suddenly and barked. Alicia and the old man looked at each other. They rushed to the dog and saw a man lying there. Alicia, a doctor by profession, quickly checked for a pulse. There was one. With trembling hands, she dialed the number of the ambulance. "Please come immediately." I'm a doctor. We found a man in the park. It looks like an angina attack, she said. The ambulance is on its way, she told the old man, putting the phone away. We've done everything we can. Now the main thing is to wait for help. At that moment, the man opened his eyes and said in a low voice, Please don't give the dog to the shelter. He won't survive this. I have my house keys and passport in my pocket. My dog's name is Tucker. Don't give him up. I don't have anyone else to ask. Please, I'll pay you. You mustn't worry. Calm down, Alicia replied. I'm not leaving the dog. An ambulance soon arrived, loaded the man on a stretcher, and took him to the hospital. Alicia looked at the dog and stroked his head. He licked her hand gratefully. You did good, Alicia said quietly. A real hero. The dog looked up at her with unhappy, tear-filled eyes. She didn't know dogs could cry. Well, Tucker, you'll have to live with me for a while. And then your master will come out of the hospital and you two will be together again. Agreed? The girl asked dexterly. Tucker barked in response. He realized that the man he loved was safe and now he just had to wait. Tucker followed the girl and the old man without complaint. They all entered the unfamiliar apartment together. Greedily drinking the water, the dog jumped into a chair and immediately fell asleep. Alicia said goodbye to Smith Harris. That was the name of the old man of the trainer who came to the rescue and decided to stay in the house of the owner of the dog. It was strange. A stranger's house. A strange dog. Had anyone told her she'd get involved in a story like this, she wouldn't have believed it. She walked timidly through the rooms. Beautiful renovations, but masculine minimalism. There were no women's things visible anywhere. On the wall hung a large portrait of an elderly couple. The woman had the eyes of the man, Tucker's landlord. Parents, then. That's how Alicia fell asleep. She woke up to someone licking her cheeks and nose again. The dog was jumping beside her, pointing at the door. Do you want to go for a walk? Let's go. Let's go to my house and get some things. I'll stay with you for a while. But don't pull me away. You're big and strong. I'm afraid I won't be able to hold you. Alicia asked. The dog walked by her side. Alicia lived with her mom. She had warned her yesterday that she wouldn't come home for the night. And now the old woman looked at her daughter, who stood in the doorway with a huge dog. Alicia, whose dog is that? Where did you get it? You're afraid of them, aren't you? Oh, he's so big. Mom started wailing. Mom, this is Tucker. He's very kind. And he's very smart. He's a real hero. I didn't want to tell you yesterday, but something happened. Alicia began to explain. Mom poured tea, and while they drank it, Alicia told what had happened to her, how she met Tucker, his master, and told him about his request. 2 days later, Alicia went to the hospital to see Tucker's owner to inform him that the dog was fine. A young and handsome man was lying on the hospital bed. It was dark out there in the park and Alicia didn't notice it. Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm the girl in the park who called you an ambulance. Don't worry, Tucker's fine. He's with me, Alicia said. Hi, my name is Andrew. Thank you. You saved my life and my dog. My mom just died. I loved her very much. It was a shock to me. I went for a walk with the dog, and I felt it was hard to breathe, and there was pain in my chest. I let him off the leash and managed to whisper, Run, my beloved Tucker. You are my most faithful friend. I thought I was finished. It was already dark. I couldn't call for help because my heart was in pain. I left my cell phone at home. You know, I was not afraid of death at that moment. I only prayed that Tucker would not be hurt, that he would fall into good hands. When I took him from the shelter, the staff told me how much Tucker suffered at the first owners. They did such things with him that I don't even want to tell about it. The dog could not be in the dark for a year. He was afraid. He shrank. Loud noises made him lie down and start trembling. I had a hard time getting him out of that state. If it hadn't been for you. It's a big dog. People would have been scared, called someone. He's like a harmless little kitten. I know there are Rottweilers out there, but Tucker's my kind and gentle one. I didn't even think he'd be able to help me. Keep an eye on him, Alicia. How's he doing? He misses you, but he understands and he's waiting for you, replied Alicia. After the discharge from the hospital, Andrew and Alicia began to spend more and more time together. Their shared walks with Tucker, shared dinners, and conversations allowed them to get to know each other better. Gradually, their friendship grew into something more. Andrew turned out to be not only kind and caring, but also a very wealthy man. He owned a successful business and could afford many of the things Alicia had only dreamed of before. However, it was important to him that Alicia appreciated him not for his wealth, but for the sincerity and support he gave her. One evening, they were strolling through the park when Andrew stopped and took Alicia's hands in his. "Alicia," he began, looking into her eyes, "you have become a very important person to me. I'm grateful to Tucker for bringing us together. You've shown me that true love and caring are not dependent on external circumstances." Alicia smiled back. "Andrew, I am also very happy that we met. You and Tucker have become a part of my life." Andrew took a deep breath and got down on one knee and took out a small velvet box from his pocket. He opened it. Inside lay a beautiful diamond ring. "Alicia, will you marry me?" he asked, his voice trembling with excitement. Alicia couldn't hold back tears of joy. She nodded and replied, "Yes, Andrew, I agree." Andrew put the ring on her finger and they hugged each other tightly.